Hello YouTube, hello MGTOW, hello Red Pill, and you know what? Hello Black Pill as well. I am going to drop some hardcore knowledge onto you. Did you know that an 8 to 9 foot by 12 foot garden can not only sustain a family of 6, aka 4 adults and 2 children. On top of that, you'll have food left over to pickle, to preserve and can and pickle for the winter time. Why am I telling you this? Because I've seen it. I've lived it. I have seen and lived it. A simple garden with just carrots, early beans, or early peas, and late peas. You plant your early peas, and you plant your late peas. Potatoes, corn, kale, cabbage, collards, turnips can all sustain a family. And not only that, not only can they sustain a family, you can have some left over. You can sustain a whole neighborhood, or at least parts of the neighborhood. As well as have things to pickle, to can, to put in canning jars, to put in pickling jars. Pair that up with about two or three different 2 types of fruit trees. You've got food from spring, potentially from spring to the end of fall, that you're going to be preserving for the winter. If you have neighbors with cherry trees, pear trees, and other sorts of trees, you can trade with your neighbors to add variety to your to each other's pantry. Single-handedly have taken a lot of the power away from the corporations. You single-handedly have taken a lot of power away from the corporations, away from Walmart. Compile that up with if you have neighbors with chickens, ducks. You've got your eggs. Your neighbor's got goats. You've got goat milk. You just need to know how to pasteurize it. See, what it is these corporations don't want you to know this. Government don't want you to know this because they're run by the corporations. They are run by the corporations. Now, take a second to really think about it. To really think. Why do they want you so dependent? Because you can get money off of them. They can get money off of you. this whole buy local, support local farmers, they're buying the farmers' produce for peanuts. For frickin' peanuts. They're buying their produce for cheap. They're buying their produce for cheap and marking the price up. That is why these farmers are in debt all the time. That is why these farmers can barely have enough to feed their families.
In a quarter mile, keep left at the fork to continue on I-40 West. Follow signs for I-40 West Little Rock.
I want you to really think about this. Have you ever seen a fat farmer?
Keep left at the fork to continue on I-40 West.
No, you have not.
Continue on I-40 West for 11 miles.
No, you have not. You've never seen a fat farmer before. Why don't these corporations want you to have your own bee farm? To basically house your bees and aid in pollination. They say there's a bee shortage, right? No, what there is a flower shortage. A flower shortage. And a freaking moral shortage. These people know what they're doing by design. By design. They created these freight shortages. By not letting truckers do their job. It's all by corporation design. This isn't a capitalist nation, this is a corporation. A nation of corporations. You see it on the interstate. You see it in real life. You see it in your day-to-day life. They control you. They control you via the media, via sports. Sports and food. Cheap food and blood sport. These Hollywood people control the narrative. It sucks. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. They want you in the cities so that they can control you better. So that they can brainwash you. And they're going to get you there. This mass mandate, well, we're not going to go too deep with that one. I'm pretty sure you understand what I want to say. That's a lot of water. That is a whole lot of water. But stop letting these corporations, it's only falling on deaf ears. These corporations are your actual leaders. They've already got the country pre-divided
Welcome to Arkansas.
to what region they're going to operate in. They already got the country pre-divided to who they're going to basically have their slaves. It's predetermined and pre-divided. How can we fight back? Grow your own food. Preserve and can your own food. Make your own, learn how to make your own beef jerky. Your own crackling. To those of you who ain't from the South, pork rinds. Who actually eat pork. For those of you who are from the South, who aren't from the South, and actually eat pork, I don't eat pork. Crackling is pork rinds. If you don't have seeds, get with somebody. Get something that you can trade. Find a skill. Find something. Find an animal that lays eggs. Find an animal that lays eggs. And learn how to farm chickens, ducks, turkey, whatever bird you got, you get your hands on. Because the time is coming. You're not just going to be able to have to rely, you can't rely on yourself. In fact, this time is here to act. But, then again, what do I know? I'm just a guardsman and a truck driver. Pretty soon that's going to change. And I'll go by my first title. I'll go by my first title. Because my first title, as I knew it, had more honor than the second one. Or the third one. This is Red Pill in the Wind, signing off.